All right, getting started with neuro-linguistic programming. Today's session is Introduction to Neuro-Linguistic Programming. I'll not be able to cover everything, only the introduction to neuro-linguistic programming. And what is neuro-linguistic programming? It is nothing but the language of neurons. But before I explain what is neurons, let me first take you to this. You know, many of our Diamond members will know this, that the recipe for success is FTBA. How many of you recollect FTBA? In the chat box, please. Yeah. Or a show of hands. Either one is fine. Do you remember FTBA? Recipe for success is feelings, thoughts, beliefs, and action. If we have to, if we have to be successful, first we have to feel the success inside of us. We have to emotionally accept the success. For example, I'll just take a very simple example of I want to lose 30 kgs. What feelings do you have? Many people say 30, I'll take 50 kgs. Ruma, I'm 100, I have to be 50 kgs. The first feeling that people have is, I don't think it is possible. And because they are thinking that it is not possible, what kind of feelings are there? There are negative feelings, right? Negative feelings associated with weight loss. The second one are the thoughts themselves. Will I be able to lose weight? I have tried so many different things. Nothing has worked for me. 50 kgs to nahi hone wala hai. Those are the thoughts that are going in your mind. And when you continue to think of the same thing over and over again, over and over again, over and over again, that becomes a belief that it is not possible for me to lose weight. I can join Health Masters coaching program. I can join keto. I can do intermittent fasting. It is not going to happen. That is what is belief. And when each one of these are working negatively, then when you take, when the actions that you take will not be 100%. Okay. Because your feelings, your thoughts, your beliefs are always pulling you backwards. They are never pushing you front. Now, if you have to, now I'll give you a different scenario. Okay? I'll give you a different scenario. A person who feels that I can, I have already lost weight. How do we get that feeling? I make you do visualizations. How many of you remember visualization that we do? Yeah. Remember the visualization? Visualization is the first technique I'm teaching in the silver membership, because that is where the synthesis of feeling happens. Whatever I'm here to achieve will happen, and I'm feeling happy about it. The emotions have to be positive. The emotions have to be the emotions of achievement. Okay, and visualization is a technique which helps us implement those emotions in ourselves. It is also a technique which is used by a lot of athletes to bring in that emotion, that feeling of winning. Before the athletes step onto the stage, move into the stadium, they have been visualizing it, and not just 5 minutes before the event, they have been visualizing and feeling the success inside of them for at least a year or few months. Okay, so they get into that mode that I am a winner already. They are never questioning, will I win? They're already in the mode, I'm a winner. They feel, they act, they believe like they are winners. Second one are thoughts. What kind of thoughts do I have in my mind? Will I win? Will it happen? That is my thought. And if I continuously keep thinking, will it happen or not, it will become a belief. Now, so the winner is thinking, I'm bound to win. This trophy is meant for me. He's thinking it every day. And so what happens is, on the day of the event, the belief is so strongly set that you will see the winner emerges winner in the, because they have already lived that belief. Now, each person, each one of us here have a different belief system. Do you agree, yes or no? Different belief system, correct? Yeah. Now, which belief is true? I can see. Actually, first of all, everybody come on video, please. Okay, so that I can see each one of you. I'll be calling names, okay? So, I have, okay, the first person I see is Malati. Okay, all right. So, say Malati believes that Malati believes that people in this world are all good. And Ruma believes that people in this world are all bad, cannot be trusted. Who is right, Malati or me? Ruma or Malati? If Ruma is right, write R. If Malati is right, write M in the comment box, please. Okay, so Mukta is saying that nobody can be trusted is right. So Ruma is right. Aarti thinks Malati is right because everybody can be trusted. Dipali is saying both are right. All right. R and M both are right. You know what? Both are wrong. Their beliefs are not truth. Beliefs are what we have synthesized inside of us. What is truth in this world? If you jump from a chair, you will go down. That is the truth. Okay? That is the truth. If you put your hand on a hot tawa, your hand will burn. It has to be really hot. That is the truth. Okay? Earth is going around the sun. Is the truth. I go and steal something from a jewelry store, and if the police catches me, I'm going to the jail. That is the truth. Because that is written by the constitution. So things which are not changeable, that does not change whether it is Malati or Ruma. Whether Malati steals a jewelry or whether Ruma steals a jewelry and both get caught, will both of them land in the jail? Forget whether the police officer was corrupt or not. Don't worry about those things. Okay, straight cut, I'm saying. If the police is the same police officer, very good, honest police officer catches Ruma and Malti, both of them are going to end in jail, correct? Ruma and Malti jumps from the chair, both of them will end up on going downwards. Will Malti go up and Ruma go down? No, right? So what I was trying to say is your emotions, your thoughts, your beliefs, these three things are all lies. It is all a lie. We have all created it. There are only some truths in this world. Everything else, which is different for different people, are all lies. Okay. So now coming back again, bringing you back here. So what you believe in will decide what you will work upon. What will push you forward? How many of you have heard of limiting beliefs and empowering beliefs? Show of hands, please. Certain beliefs will pull you back, right? If I feel, oh my God, you know what? Weight loss is very difficult. Limiting belief, empowering belief, L or E in the comment box, please. Weight loss is very difficult. Is it limiting belief or empowering belief? L, B or EB? Limiting, absolutely. Why? Because it is stopping us from moving forward. Yeah. Limiting belief, correct. What are empowering beliefs? Empowering beliefs are, I am so confident that when I sit to write my exam, I always do well. Limiting belief, empowering belief, LB, EB, right? Yes, it is an empowering belief. So anything that pushes us to take action, do positive things are all empowering beliefs about ourselves, our abilities. And then comes action. So these people who are super successful first have the right kind of feelings. They feel positive about the outcome. Number two is they think positively about the outcome. Number three, when you think of the same thing over and over again, no, it becomes a belief. So say, for example, I say, I am, I say that I think that I am a person who exercises every day. But then I exercised only for 1 month consistently. After that, I did not exercise. Okay. That will never become a belief then. It is only a thought. But if a person who is exercising for the last 25 years through pregnancies, right after delivery, no matter what the condition was, guests at home, traveling abroad, traveling to mother's place, traveling to mother-in-law's place, wherever she was, always exercising. Okay, I keep thinking that I exercise every day. Don't you agree that if you are having the same thought for the last 25 years, it will become a belief? The same thought becomes a belief. Now I can tell people, even if somebody tells Ruma, you'll not be able to exercise tomorrow, I say, bullshit. I know I will exercise. I don't know how, but I will exercise. Okay. So when you think of the same thing again and again, it becomes a belief. And then comes action, recipe for success. What are we talking about? We are talking about recipe for success, FTBA. So you start believing that it is going to happen. You start believing in your abilities. I can cook very well. I'm an extremely good cook. I'm an extremely good baker. I'm an extremely good teacher. The students who come to my class, they understand everything. So that is your belief about yourself. And the more positive beliefs you have, the more successful you will be in that area. And then are your actions. Your actions will be driven by your feelings, thoughts, beliefs, and beliefs. The more positive you feel about an outcome, the more you will be inclined towards taking an action. Now, say for example, among four of these, from the four of this, look at the screen very carefully. Feelings, FTBA. If I take out action, will you be successful? Yes, no, in the comment box, please. If I just take out action, you keep feeling, what, I feel good about, teaching students. I think I'm a great teacher. I believe I'm a great teacher. But when I go to class, I scold my students. Will I be a successful teacher? No, right? So I have taken out action from there. Now, let's take out feelings from this. Okay, I think I'm a great teacher. I believe I'm a great teacher. I put in a lot of effort to create my, content for my students. But when I go to class, I have no emotion in me. I just teach like a robot. Will I be successful as a teacher? Yes, no. Yeah. Now, think about, I take out thoughts and beliefs, more or less the same. So I take out thoughts and beliefs. I have a lot of positive energy. I take a lot of actions also. I've created my curriculum. But when I walk into the class, because I don't believe that I'm a great teacher, there's no confidence in that I'm teaching. Will I be successful as a teacher? No, right? So you see, all four of these, do you now agree that all four of these are needed to be successful? Show of hands, please. Thumbs up. All four of these are needed. You cannot take out one and still expect great results. All four of them will be needed. And I just gave you an example of teacher because it comes to us very naturally. All of us has gone to school, right? All of you have gone through good teachers and bad teachers. So you know the difference. It is a very common example. The same thing happens for our health also. You have to have all four of these in order to be successful in your health goals. Okay. Now, but what happens is, what the problem is? Tell me honestly, the problem is to keep feeling positive all the time. I have gone through a lot of negative experiences. I've never lost weight. I have done a lot of things, never lost weight. How will Roma's program give me any benefit? I can feel positive, but inside I'm still questioning. Yes, no? Thumbs up, thumbs down? Yes? So even though you know that I have to feel good, I have to feel positive all the time, but you're not able to do that because there is something very deep inside of you which is stopping you from feeling, thinking, believing, and taking action. Agree? Yeah? So then, but we all know that this is the recipe for success. What if we could control each one of them? We could control this. Who are the controller of our feelings, thoughts, beliefs, and action? They are the neurons. Okay, that is what is about neurons. So neurons are the cells. They are a kind of cell in our brain that controls each one of them that I'm showing on the screen. Feelings, thoughts, beliefs, and actions. They control each one of them. So the way the neurons work. So a little bit about neurons. Okay. Thank you so much for the kind words, Dimple. Some words about the neurons. I'll pick on Malati. Okay, one is Malati is a neurolinguistic she has gone through neurolinguistic programming as well. So I'll pick on Malati. Malati is going to be harassed by me. How many neurons does Malati have in her brain versus how many neurons do I have in my brain? Any idea? Is Malati's brain better than my brain? Same number of neurons. Wonderful. Yes, yes, yes. Each one of us, we are 114 participants today. Each one of us has the exact same number of neurons. And how many of them? 1 trillion neurons. 1 trillion neurons in each one of us. Okay. And what are neurons? Neurons are the cells in the brain, basically. Okay. And what all neurons does is whatever they create these emotions, they create these feelings. The way our human body works, I'll just share it with you. How our human body works is we take sensation and experience from our surroundings. Okay. So, say, I'll take an example. You've seen children, right? They go and put their hand on hot things. They'll go and put their hand on hot things. Why do you think only a child put their hand on hot things, and when you grow up, you don't do that anymore? Why don't we do that anymore? Because what happened when we were children and we saw something hot like that, I went and touched it, and I got heat on and my hands got burnt. When my hands got burnt, I started crying. And when I started crying, my mother came to the kitchen to see what I did. And then my mother started crying. She will do either two things. Either she will shout at me, "Are you stupid? What are you doing?" Or she will start crying along with me. "What happened to my baby? What happened to my baby?" And then I saw my mother, my father come in and take me to the hospital, get balm and all of that, so that my my burning sensation comes down. A lot of things happened. And what happened at that time? A set of neuro connections happened. I perceived whatever I saw, whatever I heard, and whatever I saw people doing around me. Based on that, my experience got formed that this is not a good experience. My neurons were talking at that time. When I touched the tawa, the connectors from here send the signal to my brain to say, you know what, you are feeling hot in your hand. It is very hot. Take your hand away. So I pulled my hand away. This is the working of your neurons. It sends the signal to your brain and asks you to do certain activities. Are all of us clear on this, please? If you are clear, then write clear. This is a very important concept, because if you learn this, no, the rest of the things, whatever I'm going to say, will be very, very clear to you. If not clear, you can tell me. I will. Yes. All right. Great. So the way neurons work are called. I'm moving over to the next concept called neurons I've covered. So NLP is nothing but the language of neurons that I said. And the way neurons communicate, language of the neurons communicate is through neuro connections. Write this down, please. I've put it on the slide. Write this down. The way they communicate is through neuro connections. They communicate with each other through neuro connections. Okay. So what happens is, in certain people, you will realize that they do not learn from experience. Have you seen that? There are a lot of people who have learning disability. They are not able to learn from experience. What is happening? The right kind of neurons are not firing inside of them. There are some issues in the brain because of which the right kind of neurons are not firing inside of them. The neurons fire. They talk to each other by firing and exciting the next neuron next to them. So there are like 1 trillion neurons here. Do like this, please. Do like this, like me, like I'm doing. 1 trillion neurons here. Can you imagine? So they are all firing to give you certain signals. And it's not just one signal that is firing. Multiple neurons are firing at the same time to create that experience. Okay, I touched it, I felt hot, I took it out, then I started crying, then my mother came in. So all of this is firing. I'm experiencing everything, and each experience is getting encoded in my brain as through a neuro connection. The neurons talk by making neuro connections, and then it tells me the final experience. Now, so the thing here is, now you must have seen people who so now next time you see someone staying away from a tawa, you know the right neuroconnections are there. Similarly, when you walk on a street, now think about this example. If you're walking on the street, you and your friend, I and Malati are walking on the street. Malati, you are my uh, you are my heroine today for the day. Yeah, so I and Malati are walking on the street, and there is a dog in the street. Okay, and I'm a dog hater. Malati is a dog lover. Okay, she loves dogs. Okay, so I picked the right person. Good. You're my mascot for today. So Malati loves dogs. What will be our reactions? What will I do? Anybody can tell me? I will run away, right? Or I will say, oh my God, this street is filled with dogs. I just hate this. What will Malti do? Oh my God, such a sweet dog. Let me go and hug that dog. Have you seen that? Two people working completely different when they see a dog. Yeah. You know why? Because they have different neuroconnections. What Malati is recollecting through her neuroconnections is what I am is different from what I am recollecting from my neuroconnections. So if I have to say it, it is nothing but, you know, your brain is the hardware. Your brain is the hardware. The neuroconnections are the software. Me and Malti have, not just me and Malti, me and Varani, Jayashri, Namrata, Aarti, Geeta, Radhika, Nidhi, Shivani, Usha, Shruti, Usha, Punappa, Rishika, Jyoti, all of us have the same hardware. We all have 1 trillion neurons in our brain. But what is different then? What is different? Tell me in the comment box. This is my question to you. I keep asking questions, because I want to make sure you're not sleeping off in the class. Is the software? Yes. And what is the software? Excellent answer. Neuroconnection. Neuroconnections are the software. They will decide your feelings, thoughts, emotions, and actions. All right. Got it? Wonderful. Wonderful. All right. Correct answers. So now let me come to the next. These are the fundamentals. Okay. And after that, whatever I say, you will get it very easily. Now, many people say, tell about the reasons of failure. Just read through this list. Anything that I have missed, any reason for failure I have missed, then you can add it in the comment box. I'll add it in the deck. Lack of discipline, lack of money, lack of luck, lack of energy. मेरे पास तो luck ही नहीं है. Whatever I do, no, never works for me. Yeah, I don't have the energy to exercise every day. You know what? I don't even have the talent. I don't have money. Money nahi hai mere paas. How will I exercise? How will I get into a program? I don't have resources. I don't have power. You know, power to make things happen. My family controls me. I don't control them. They tell me what to do. If I want to do something, if I want to enroll in a program, they don't allow me. They have the power. I don't have the power. I don't have experience. Okay, to do well in a job, or I don't have experience to cook. That's why I don't cook well. Anything else? Yeah, I lack motivation. Say, for example, I lack motivation. Okay. Anything else? Lack of time. Yes, lack of time. I am absolutely. Support, lack of support. Yeah, let me see. I may have. This is what people think that they have. Procrastination is also one of them. Most of them. Yes, yes, yes. What else? Family support is missing. Discipline, focus, time, support, consistency, hard work, discipline, patience. Okay, okay. All right, all right, all right. Yes, yes, correct. Disturbances, yeah. So we feel that hurt by ridicule. We feel that these are the reasons for our failure. What is the truth? Can somebody tell me? What is the truth? This is what we think, what people think are the reasons for failure. Now that I have given you 15 minutes ka Gyandan already, yeah. What do you think is the real reason for failure? All in the mind, okay? Specific answer. It's all in the mind, definitely, but a specific answer. Inaction, excuses, not doing, not taking action. Inaction, past experiences. All right, let me share with you. Yes, yes, yes. All of them are right. Limiting beliefs. The right answer is the reality are your neuroconnections. Because the hardware is the same for each one of us. Software is different. Now, if you look at some of these, let's take some examples. Some great people. Okay, so neuro connection is what makes each one of us different here. I am different from you. You are different from me. I am different from Aarti. Aarti is different from me. From Vidhi is different from Sunita. Usha Devi is different from Shruti Mahajan. Ucha Konappa is different from Risha. What is different? It's the neuro connections that are different. But even if we take some very successful people, okay, I'm going to take the example of very successful people. Say Gandhi ji, okay, Mother Teresa, Kiran Majumdar Shaw, or Narayan Murthy, yeah, successful people. Lincoln, yes, yeah. Then Amitabh Bachchan, yeah, successful people I'm talking about who are admired also. Sudha Murthy, yes, correct. Now, if the hardware is different and the software is the same, which is the neuro connection, do you agree that if we can model the exact neuro connections of these people? Madhumita, that is too humbling. I am nowhere compared to the names of the people that we have taken. Thank you so much for the love and the appreciation that you're showing to me. I'm doing a very small job in this big world, yeah. But whatever I'm doing, I do, and love that I get, that is a lot for me. Yeah. Thank you so much, all of you, for that. Now, each of these people, do you agree that if the software is the same, that makes it work? So what is a hardware and a software? So this computer, I'm taking the session on a computer, right? So what is the hardware of the computer? The memory is the hardware of the computer. Hard disk is the hardware. The motherboard, all of that is the hardware. And what is the software? Zoom is the software through which I am talking to you. That is the software that stays on top of that. Okay, hardware is the base and software is top. So instead of Zoom, if I was using Google Meet, the experience will be different, correct? Hardware is the same, computer, laptop is the same, hardware is different, correct? RAM, storage, all of that, screen, exactly, right? But if I were to use Google Meet, experience will be different. That is what is the software, just to give you an understanding of what is hardware and software, okay? Now, if I were to use the same software that Amitabh Bachchan is using, do you agree that I can also model Amitabh Bachchan's success? Hardware remaining the same. Both of us are using the same software. It will be the same experience. Yes. If I were to model Sudha Murthy's or Narayan Murthy's software, then the outcome will be the same. Agree? Because the hardware is the same. We make the software the same, the outcome will be the same. Correct? Yeah. And how do you make the outcome the same? How do you create the same software to get the same kind of results? How do you create the same software to get the same kind of results? Build neuro connections. How do you build the neuro connections? That is what is neuro-linguistic programming. You program your neurons so that you get the same kind of connections. You program your neurons for the same kind of connection. Now is NLP clear to you? Now is NLP clear to you? You are basically programming the language of your neurons so that you get the same kind of outcome. Yeah? All right. And why do we not get the same kind of outcome? If you are able to build exactly the same neuro connections, you will get the same kind of outcome. I'm telling you that. But what happens is we are humans, right? We over a period of time, we become better. It does not happen in the first go. We practice, practice, practice. And if you continue to practice the same thing, you will also become the same. Yeah. So each one changes. Absolutely. Each one of us changes. All right. So moving on then, my dear ladies. So what does not matter is the number of neurons. What matters then are the number of neuro connections. The more the neuro connections and the stronger the bonding between the neurons, I'll come to that also, the patterns that we talk about, that is what makes the difference. The number of neurons doesn't matter. What matters is the neuro patterns. Okay, I'll come to that also. Now, what is the difference between psychiatry and NLP? Let me cover that also. So in psychiatry, what people do is people try to investigate um, uh, people in depression, people in stress. They want to understand what they're thinking and they want to take them out of it. That is what is psychiatry. Some people are going through psychological issues. Psychiatry is about understanding their psychology to bring them out of it. Okay. I'm telling you in a very simple manner. Please, any of the psychologists, psychiatrists here, please forgive me. That is a great science. But here I'm talking about something different. Okay. That also works. What is NLP? NLP is just the opposite. NLP is about learning successful people, understanding the neuro patterns of the successful people, and then implement it on normal people. Period. So I go and learn how Amitabh Bachchan's neuro connections are, Narayan Murthy's neuro connections are, Sudha Murthy's neuro connections are, Mother Teresa's neuro connections are, whoever I want to model. I go and understand the pattern. And then I start implementing it on myself. Take successful people, model it on yourself by programming your patterns. That is what is neuro-linguistic programming, and that is how it is different from psychiatry. All of you clear, right? Yes, no in the comment box, please. No? If I'm going too fast, you please let me know, because I'm in a little bit of a time pressure also. We are at 8:37 already, yeah? So I'm in a bit of a time pressure, so I may be going a little fast. If you want more explanation, you can tell. All right, so moving on. Yes, how to learn the pattern is about neuro-linguistic programming. I'll come to that also, so just hold on. Next are the neurological patterns, okay, that I was talking about. The more the connections fire, the same kind of connections fire, the more it becomes a pattern. Just write this word down, no? I'll explain it to you. First, write this down. First, you wrote NLP, neuro-linguistic programming, language of neurons. Then you write neuro connections. Then the next term is neurological pattern. Just like this, write this, please. Yeah, wrote it, correct? All right. So what are neurological patterns? The same connections, if they continue to fire multiple times, it becomes a pattern. Say, for example, have you seen people who, for example, if you're trying to learn a new skill, okay, say you're learning guitar. So first day you will go, you will learn the strings, you will learn the notes, correct? Second day, you repeat the same thing. First day, it will be a little difficult for you. Second day, it will be easier for you. But if you continue to practice, and the same neuro connections are firing every time, because every time you learn the guitar and, and play the strings, play the notes, the same neuro connections are firing. The same neuro connections are firing, and many studies and science have also found, and you can find this in Evolve Your Brain book, which our Diamond members are go through. In that book, it has been said that many researchers have found that even if you're not practicing the doing it physically, the chords physically, even playing it over and over in your mind will fire the same neuro connections. If you can feel it with the reality, that it is happening in reality, if you can feel it that way and play the entire sequence, that my hand is going towards the guitar, I'm not taking my fingers up and then doing my finger down. If you can think, visualize, and make yourself associated with that image in your mind and that recording of the the way you play the guitar, the same neuro connections will fire. Even without playing a physical guitar, you will start becoming better in guitar playing. Okay, this is reality. It is a tested and a researched concept. So what basically happens is, in order for you to become good at something, you just have to keep firing the same neuro connections. When the same neuro connections fire repeatedly, then it becomes a neurological pattern. For example, any cooking, any skills that you learn, like cooking, driving a car, uh, and oftentimes also many people feel that, I'm not technologically savvy, but you keep doing it over and over again, one day you will learn, right? So this is all about neurological patterns. So if you continue to fire the same neuro connections, a pattern will set and you will start doing those, and they slowly become subconscious. They get into the subconscious, then you are not even consciously thinking about it. Many people who start driving, first they will be very conscious about driving, how much brake to press, how much clutch to press, how much accelerator to press, how much to rotate the steering wheel. When they do this over and over again, how many of you drive here? Just to show of hands, please. Madhu, Nidhi, right? Yeah. Aarti. Now tell me, Aarti, do you now think how much to rotate the wheel, steering wheel anymore? Do you not automatically press on the gas? Do you not automatically press on the brake when the time comes? You're not thinking about it anymore. So it becomes subconscious programming, right? So you take it to that level when you the same neural connections fire over and over again. When you go into the same situation, they fire automatically. So that is what is neurological pattern. So with that, now you understand what, some to a certain level, what are the different applications of NLP. So let me also call out the different things that you can use NLP for. Okay. The different things that you can use NLP for is, how to develop patterns for developing certain habits and behavior. For example, if somebody wants to break out of unwanted behavior, can you name one unwanted behavior that you're doing right now, which you want to come out of? Anything unwanted, you don't want to, it's happening, but you want to come out of that. Anything like that? Candy Crush? Okay. Yeah. All right. Overthinking, stress eating, laziness, procrastination, yelling at kids, anger, social media. Yeah. Any pattern you want to come out of, you can use that. You can use NLP to do that. Before I move on to that, let me also say this. Not only will you be able to change the patterns, but NLP is also a way for you to shorten the time. Whatever when I talk about neurological patterns, in order to establish that, what is said is that you need 10,000 hours of learning in order to become a master in something, right? You've heard of that, right? 10,000 hours of learning, which is close to 7 to 10 years. NLP does not take such long because you will see immediate results. So it is also about crunching time. You want to feel it? Take your hands like this. You should feel it also. Take your hands like this. NLP, once you start learning the connections, you will be able to crunch time and do it in much shorter time. Break bad behaviors, bad habits. For example, anybody is addicted to smoking, any other bad thing, you have been trying for many, many years, you will be able to do it within few days, few weeks, probably. It will not take you many, many years to do that. NLP is also about crunching time. Okay, and the other examples of the other applications of NLP are it also helps to understand how the human mind works. Okay, it gives us that ability also. How to make rapid changes, because it is, the time is shortened, how to make rapid changes in behavior and thus results. So oftentimes people struggle with cravings. Ruma, if there is a laddu in front of me, nothing can stop me. Ruma, if there is biryani in front of me, nothing can stop me. Anybody have such kind of things that if it is in front of you, nothing can stop you? No power in this world can stop you. Yeah, you have, right? Most of us have. Okay. NLP will help you. And if it is something which is a limiting pattern, which is not allowing you to move forward, you can come out of it very quickly. And we will do an exercise today on that also. All of you interested in doing some kind of an exercise like that, when you can come out of a pattern like that? Wonderful, wonderful. So hold that. Let me complete this quickly so that I can take you there. Okay, then the next one is changing the state of mind by choice. You can do that with NLP. I'm not feeling good now, but in next 3 minutes, I can guarantee that you will start feeling better. And we did that in the focused Monday meeting. How many of you were part of the the stress thing that we did for the Diamond members in focused Monday meeting? Did you see immediate relief? If you saw immediate relief with stress management, yeah, yes, awesome. I'm seeing, yeah, Malti, Renu, only Malti and Renu. I thought there were other people also. Patimat, Sashi, Priyanka, Meenakshi, Shweta. Yes, yes, absolutely. So, yeah, absolutely. So these, it takes very less time for you to, it basically shortens the time for you to change the state of mind. It also helps you with rapport building. There are rapport building techniques which you can use with NLP. How many of you need that with your mother-in-law or your mother or your sister or your brother or your father? Yes. So there are rapport building techniques also that you can do immediately. People who you dislike forever can become, you will start to tolerate them a little bit better. Yeah, that is the result of NLP. You can manage conflicts better. That is possible. Removing fears and phobia. How many of you have? Okay, yes, yes. No offense, or not to make fun of people who have issues in relationships. Not to make fun of that. I just say it in a very joking manner, so it's little light. I don't want to get into very serious kind of a Gyan session. So, how many of you have fears? Fear of failure, fear of public speaking, fear of not losing weight. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Yes. Fears can be broken very, very quickly. Very, very quickly. How many of you have phobias? Phobia of snake, phobia of lizard, phobia of heights. Phobia as in, like, the moment you hear about it, there is, oh my God, that kind of a reaction. Think of a snake right now and think that, you look at your feet and you see a snake. There will be an immediate physical reaction. Whenever there is a physical reaction, oh my God, yeah, that is a phobia. And phobias can be broken in no time. Lizard, yeah, yes, yes. Creating new habits. If you want to be a person who wants to go to bed early and have been struggling for years together, you can use NLP techniques to sleep, sleep at an earlier time. Recognize and replace limiting beliefs and empowering beliefs. Okay, you can do that as well. Model somebody else's success and implement it in your life. You can do that as well. So all of these, and using the power of communication. Once you understand the certain pattern of the other person, you will be able to modify your own communication in a way that you will be able to communicate better with other people. So these are the different 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 things that can be done with NLP. I hope all of you wrote this down, right? I was not putting it on the screen, but I hope all of you wrote this down. Now, why are we talking about NLP today? We are talking about NLP today is because NLP is getting added in the Women's Health Mastery Program. I feel that NLP will be a game changer. NLP will be a game changer, and very soon I'll talk about all the topics that will get covered under NLP, because NLP is fast, okay? And I'll talk about the different ones getting, different topics getting covered. Now, NLP has amazing impact on can have amazing impact on someone's health. Now think about this, okay? Say, for example, you are not getting the support of telling you from different angles how it can really benefit your health. Say, for example, you're not able to do something because your family is not supporting you. You're not able to take time out for yourself because your family is not supporting you. What if I told you, by learning all the communication methodologies in NLP, you will be able to build a quick rapport with your family member and you will be able to get your desired outcome? Will you like that to happen? Yeah, okay. NLP will be able to help you with that. So you will be able to better your health. Say, for example, you are someone who is not able to break out of your cravings. Okay. And you wish to not able to break out of your cravings. And that is why it is coming in the way of your health goals. Would you not like to break that in within 3 minutes and make faster progress in your health? Say, for example, something that you were trying to break for the last 5 years, 6 years, you could not do, and now in 3 minutes you are able to do. Don't you agree your health progress will be faster if you are able to break your cravings in 3 minutes? Yes, correct? Yeah, absolutely. If you had some, say, limiting beliefs and patterns, which you have harbored for a long time. Ruma, you know what? I'm very lazy. I'm not motivated at all. Ruma, you know what? The moment I think about exercise, I go into a negative state of mind. Ruma, the moment I think about diet, I go into a very negative state of mind. If you were to change it with positive beliefs, don't you think it will fast track your health progress? Positive beliefs about exercising, positive beliefs about eating healthy, because we do not even believe in diet plan, right? We only believe in healthy habits. It will, yeah. So NLP has an amazing prospect in each one of our health and in the health journey. It can fast track our health progress and our weight loss progress. Now, why am I interested in your fast tracking your weight loss progress? Anyone? Anybody wants to raise their hand? Any of my diamond members want to raise their hand and tell me the answer? Why do I want to fast track your weight loss progress? Anybody wants to answer that question? Just raise your virtual Zoom hand. I'll take it from there. Dimple, yes. Why do I want to fast track your weight loss progress? Yes, Dimple, go for it. Oh, sorry. Yes, Dimple, go for it. Why do I want to fast track your weight loss progress? क्या पढ़ी है मुझे? Oh, no, I asked. Unmute yourself, please.
Yes, ma'am, because your vision is not only our body, but our soul and our mind and our overall health.
Yes, absolutely. Because it is beyond weight loss. Weight loss तो होगा ही, खत्म करो उसको, आगे बढ़ो.
हो गया ना इतना सारा, अभी और भी हो जाएगा.
Yes, absolutely. So my target, well said, Dimple, well said. See, yeah, thank you so much, Dimple, for sharing that. See, my vested interest. Let me tell you about my vested interest. Why do I want to fast track your weight loss progress? My vested interest. I'm not even bothered about your weight loss. Weight loss will happen. My vested interest. Let me take it out of the way so I can work on better things on you. Your fitness, your strength, your stamina, your flexibility, so that when you are 60 and you are a grandmother, or when you're 60 and you have, you know, your children come home with their spouses, you are like a sexy fit grandmother. You are not a grandmother who is sitting sitting in the corner like one buddhi. No, for me, you will be young even at the age of 90. That is my promise to you. And if I have to take you there, I have to take weight loss out first. It is the lowest hanging fruit. If I take that out, because weight can cause major damage to any area of your health. Major damage. Not just damage to health, but also your career, your money making prospect, your relationships, everything. So let's take it out of the way so I can give you a happy and a fulfilling life. And that is why I want to bring in these kind of strategies, tools, and techniques so that you can accelerate your weight loss and your health problems. Okay. So that is my vested interest. Now, what will be covered when we include NLP? What are the different modules that will be covered? Let me explain that to you as well. Okay. The first model that we are going to start with is the human communication model. How we communicate with the world, how we perceive the information in our subconscious mind. Like I said, if I and Malti saw the same dog, both of us will have different reactions, right? So we will talk about the communication model. We will talk about it's the same event, can have different kind. And how do we perceive information from the surroundings? Through our visual, what we see, what we hear. We experience it through our feelings, emotions, through our body senses. So these are the three ways in which we experience the world around us, events going on around us, and then we start taking patterns of that. Next one is, oftentimes when we talk, we use communication. When we use three modalities: generalization, deletion, and distortion. You're going to use that. How many times have you seen yourself saying, my children are very naughty, they're always naughty, my mother-in-law always shouts? This world is filled with people who you cannot trust. Okay, these are generalization. Why? Because it is true only sometime. There are certain times when your child is not naughty. There are certain times when your mother-in-law has smiled at you also. There are certain times when you have come across people who are trustworthy as well, right? So these are generalization, absolutely. And then deletion. You have comfortably deleted the nice things your mother-in-law told about you. You only remembered the wrong things. So I'll just share with you one of the conversation that I was having with one of our team members. I was asking my team members, please tell me, what is one thing that you are very, very proud of? She kept thinking, and she said, Uma, I'm not proud of anything. Okay. Then I said, what, tell me. And then, I know her very well for a long time. So I asked her, then tell me, how did it feel when you got your first job and your first salary? Didn't that make you proud? She said, yes. And then I started telling about one after the other experience that made her proud. See, so what was she doing? She was deleting all the nice memories when she felt proud of herself. Yeah, so that is called deletion. And then the third one is distortion. The same thing, I will be saying the same thing, but there will be two people who will be perceiving it very differently here. Somebody will completely distort it. Ruma ko to mere weight se koi matlab hi nahi. She does not even worry about our weight. See how she is saying that I don't even worry about your weight. Some people will think like that. Yeah. Some people will say, oh, wow, Ruma does not worry about your weight. That's a great thing because, I also want to have a happier and a fulfilling life ahead of me. And I was looking for something like this, where somebody is more interested in my happiness and fulfillment and well-being more than my weight. Right? So it's called generalization, deletion, and distortion. You can distort either in a positive manner or in a negative manner. And how do we use different communication models to identify these and build better relationships? These are also called filters. Generalization, deletion, distortion are filters. Please write this down. And this will also be taught in the NLP program. And I will also teach you how to control these filters, so your communication with others become more peaceful and your relationship starts increasing better. The next one that we will cover, please write this down, is VAK, visual, audio, and kinesthetic modalities, which is the modality of feeling, touch, and emotion. Kinesthetics is about feeling, touch, and emotion. Visual and auditory is what you see and what you hear. And how you use these things to identify behaviors. You can also use these, we will come to, you can use some of these modalities to change from like to dislike. People you never liked before, you can use VAK, some of the tricks of VAK to start liking people also. Okay. Maybe, that person is your manager. You cannot survive too long if you dislike your manager. Then how can we do that, right? And then we will also talk about anchoring. How do you anchor yourself to a certain situation, to certain positive situations, and how do you unanchor yourself from positive situations? Yeah. So this is also that will be covered in the neuro-linguistic programming. Eye accessing cues. How can you use, eyes are connected to our brain. Everything that you see will send experience to our brain to start acting upon. right? So you can use the eyes to tell a lot of different things. Okay, so eye accessing cues, you can use that to also find out who is lying. When people who are lying, you can use that to increase your creativity. You can use that to increase your memory. So eye accessing cues will also be there. You will learn how to use how to remove fears and phobias very quickly. You will learn how to change your cravings quickly. If you had a craving for a bad thing, then you will be able to change that as well. That I will teach you. I will teach you belief transfer, how you can start believing in something which will be which will be a empowering belief for you. Yeah. And you will also learn swish pattern. Swish pattern is something, which you can do that very quickly. Any of you have children who bite their nails and you really want them to stop, and every time you patak patak patak, yeah, on the hand. Yeah. Do you know people who constantly pick their nose? Do you know people? Yeah, yeah. So that is also, all of these can be taken care of by the swish pattern. So all of these are going to be included in the NLP program. Now, any of you want to quickly try one sample of that? How many of you want to try a quick sample of that? Usha? Wonderful, wonderful, great. So we are going to work on your craving levels. Yeah? All of you have 15 more minutes. I know it's 9 o'clock, 15 more minutes to cover this. Yeah, wonderful. Great, great. So let's try this, okay? Let's try this. All of you take your notebooks. Take your notebooks. And I will need a volunteer as well. Take your notebook and write the item, the food that you like. Write it down in your notebook. And then give it a number also. Name the item that you like to eat. You're not able to come out of the craving. Yeah. And you write the point also. How much do you crave for that item? In a scale of 1 to 10. Okay. Now, 10 money, you are going to throw everything away and going to jump on it and have it. Take just one. Take any one. Do not work on multiple things. That is 10 level. 10 level money, you are not even sitting here. You are already, in the kitchen hunting for that thing, or you have already ordered Swiggy, or you have gone to the restaurant to pick it up. It's something like that. That is your 10 level. Mostly if you're sitting here and doing, then it will be much lesser than that. Okay, so put a number against that craving. If you like it, it's not here right now, it's okay. But when I get a chance, I'll go for that. That will be about, 5, 6 kind of a thing. Done? All of you took a thing and then put a number against it. Now, add something to it. What will you change in it? Think about what you can change in it such that it can say it will go up by 1 point. You can change the heat. You may heat it up. You can make it cold. You can make it a little thin. You can add something on top of that. What can you change, which will either change it visually for you, or it will change it in the taste? And it can be anything. You can change anything on it. Change one thing, but do only one change, which will increase your level of craving by 1 point. For example, if it was a pizza, I'll eat the pizza. It will, increase my craving. I'll probably ask my husband to come and have it with me, or my child to come and have it with me. Then it will increase my craving even more. I really want to have it with my family. Okay, so like that, just increase 1 point. Then I want you to increase it by 1 more point. Make 1 more change, only 1 change. And increase it just by 1 point. Okay, green nuts, chocolate topping. Absolutely, yes, yes. Yeah. Just add one thing, huh? Only one thing. So it takes the craving level 1 level higher. So if you were say 5, it became 6, and made 1 change from 6, it became 7. Done? Now make just 1 more change. 1 more change so that it goes one level higher. Just one change. Okay, don't do too many changes. Just one change. Done. Okay. Now, is it okay that we start working in the reverse manner? Because if we do like this, no, you will continue. Now I will make you, you will just run from here and go feast on that item. Is it okay we go on the other side now? Do I have your permission to do that? Can we go on the other side? Yes. All right. Mukta is saying yes. All right. No, इसमें permission चाहिए होता है. I'll teach you this when we do neuro-linguistic programming. No, you cannot do this without a person's permission. So if somebody is not permitting me, I cannot move forward than this. Yeah. All right. Great. Thank you so much. So now, go reverse now. The last change you made, you remove that. Did the craving level come down by one level? The second change you made, remove that also. Did the craving level come down one more level? And think also, as you're making the change, you have to think it also. Came down? Make one more change. Take it back to the same level. Think about it also. It has come down. Now I need a volunteer. We will go in the reverse direction. We will now get rid of the craving. Who will be the volunteer? One show of hand, please. Who will allow me to help you eliminate your craving? All right, Nalini was the first hand that I saw. All right, Nalini, there you go. Wonderful. All right. Nalini, can you unmute yourself, Nalini?
I did that.
Wonderful, wonderful. So Nalini, what did you choose?
See, if I have to talk about, maybe this is a different craving. I like to eat raw rice. I don't know, maybe a spoon.
Okay.
See, I cannot reduce. I cannot
just
do
talk
anything,
about one thing.
We'll
keep the focus. So you said
okay.
Raw rice, and hence you could not increase the craving. Is that what you're saying?
Right.
All right.
Yes.
So, okay. All right. So you could not add anything on top of the raw rice, which increased the craving. So it is always there.
Yes. The same.
All right. So, and why do you think having raw rice is wrong for you?
I don't know. People say that it is wrong. So I think
that is why you think it is.
Yeah, because I heard somebody saying that if we eat raw rice, it reduces the blood level or maybe hemoglobin. I don't know. I did not research on that, but yeah, that's what I have heard.
Okay. So in the rice, could you make any change? If it was, say, kept in it was kept right in front of you, your craving will increase. If it was added, there was something more added to it, a little crunchier kind of a rice, a red rice versus a brown rice, what increases your craving level? Could you make any change like that?
White rice.
Only white rice. So it has to be white rice. What kind of white rice? There are a lot of different varieties of white rice.
I don't know. Normal white rice that I eat every day.
Is it cooked? You said raw, not cooked.
Yes, raw rice.
Raw rice, not cooked. All right. Yeah, no problem. I will need another volunteer after Nalini's also, but let's work with Nalini for now. Okay, so Nalini, right now, what is your level of craving? What is the number?
I gave it as 8.
You gave it as 8. So, so if somebody came and gave it to you in your hand right now, you would have had it.
Yes. Even now, I am planning to go and get it.
Get it? Okay. All right. Great. So now, do I have your permission to take it on the negative side?
Yes, please.
That you don't crave for it.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So just imagine, Nalini, that you went and took out where do you keep your rice? Is it in a dabba?
Yes.
It's in a dabba. Okay. Can you think of the dabba? How does it look? The dabba?
Blue color.
Blue color. Is it transparent? Is it not transparent?
Transparent.
It is transparent. You can see inside?
Yes.
You can see inside. Okay, great.
Yeah.
So you take out the dabba. Okay. And you can see the rice inside. Do you usually put your hand in and take the rice out?
Yes.
Yeah. So you put the hand in, take the rice out, and put it in your mouth. Just visualize this. Put it in your mouth.
Yeah.
And you can feel that you're biting into something which is soft, which is not rice.
Okay.
When you take it out of the mouth, you see that these are small white worms, which are already in the rice.
Okay.
And you did not see it because they got mixed with the rice.
Okay.
Okay. So you take it out and then you see that along with the white worm, there are some larvae also. The eggs of the worm that went inside of you.
Okay.
Would you now want to have that rice?
No.
What is your craving level now?
0.
Absolutely, absolutely. Everybody give a round of applause to Nalini. And Nalini, thank you so much for letting me work with you on this. So Nalini, all you need to do is every time run this. As I said, right, all our beliefs, emotions are all lies. Even our taste is a lie. What we think is what is our taste. So we can recreate anything that we want. And this was a simple example. We can work with lot of different things. That is why I was saying, if there had been multiple levels, it would have been even more complicated. So you would have seen, but yours was a very simple example. But anyway, thank you so much, Nalini. How do you feel now in a craving level? 0?
Yuck. I still feel yuck.
Yes. And my dear ladies, how much time did it take us to break Nalini's craving? How much time did it take us to break Nalini's craving? Less than 3 minutes. Something. And Nalini, how long has this habit been with you? How long?
It's been for the past 5-6 months.
5-6 months now, right? And in less than 3 minutes, it's gone. That is the power of NLP. Thank you so much, Nalini, for being a great volunteer. Everybody write IJM Nalini in the comment box. And hopefully now, Nalini, you'll be able to come out of this.
I guess so.
Yes, you will. All the best. Take care. All right. So that is the power of NLP. Now tell me one thing, my dear ladies. How many okay, you can see my screen here. How many of you would love to learn further NLP? Yeah. Okay. All right. Great. Then can I make an announcement? Because we are introducing NLP. Can I make an announcement? The announcement is a very important announcement, is that the live coaching for NLP will start from 5th of December, and it will happen every Monday during Focused Monday meeting for our Diamond members. Okay, Focused Monday meeting is the day. Is every Monday happens at 7:30 p.m. for all our Diamond members. And that is where I teach all the advanced strategies. And this will be open for all the Diamond and Platinum members. Whoever is a member by, before that time, 5th of December, will be able to participate in the NLP program, okay, NLP live coaching. And after that, whoever comes into Diamond program will get the video recording of that. But from 5th of December, it will all be live coaching. You will be experiencing it live with me. I'll be breaking down your limiting beliefs, your fears, your phobias, your cravings, helping you build relationship all during the live coaching. And we will have practice sessions as well during this time. And with the NLP, as I had been, telling you for a long time, we have